Congratulations! You are at the right place at the right time to start your day with a lightning bolt of energy. If you're here, it's because morning talk shows and even most podcasts have you down in the dumps, depleted and yearning for more. I want more money. I want more time. I want more magic. I want to be told what to do. I want to find what works. I want to scale my business. I want to be provided with actionable inspiration. And if more is what you want, then get ready for the Unblinded Huddle, which is the #1 way to start your day with a dose of integrity-based human influence. With your hosts, Sean Callaghy, Fernando Valencia, Adam Gugino, Jared Yellen, and the entire Unblinded movement.
Good morning, everybody. Sean Callaghy here. Welcome to Why Wednesday. Fernando, how are you, brother? And what is present for you?
We are blazing and excited. What is present for me is our live ecosystem. Everyone here who is striving, committed, and going toward more money and less time with more magic, and the power of peopleification and what we want to do to multiply all your goals. Because Unblinded wins when you win. And I'm excited for our guest today, which I believe, Sean, we know fairly well. We have...
Yes, who have unbelievable stories. And before we drop in with that, I want to have a quick opening access. What is present for me, Fernando, and for everybody out there on this Why Wednesday is a spirit of acceleration, but what that looks like. And we often talk about in the huddles the dynamic of hoping, wishing, believing that something great is going to happen, having faith, all phenomenal things. But when I started playing high school football, I played for a coach named Dennis Slazak. And he was one of the most aggressive, scary human beings in the entire world. And on the first day after practice, I went home and I wanted to quit. I wanted to quit because I didn't like the truth that he was telling me. And the truth he was telling me was about what it took to become a champion, to get the things we wanted as a team. And I went home frustrated and upset about that, the position I was playing in the team. And my parents thankfully told me, I hear you. Wonderful. You don't have to play football next year, but you committed to play this year. So you're going back tomorrow and you're going to finish what you started. And thank God they did. And 35 years later, with Dennis Slazak having been at our office Christmas party, and I've done a YouTube video with him before a few months ago, all I can reflect upon is the truth he told me, the competition within me he unlocked, and the roadmap to getting better for me individually and our team to have the memories we do to this day, which was the end of that season, beating a team that since they were in third grade had been 53-0, the mighty Crestfield Cougars, who were twice the size that we were, who were unbeatable, and there was no possibility of our winning across the board. And most people were saying we were going to get destroyed and hurt and shouldn't even play the game. And we beat them 14-0 and never crossed the 50-yard line. I shared that this morning because if Coach Slazak just told us everything's going to be okay and just be happy and just think about it and hope we win, we would have gotten crushed. We needed to believe, we needed to have faith, and we needed to take massive action every day, challenging ourselves in the deepest recesses of our fear and confronting everything that we didn't want to confront about ourselves. That is what I am present to today in this Why Wednesday, Fernando, and who are amazing. So let that land for a second. What is present for you in that story? Where do you, everybody in this call, show up in that story? Where are you on the scale of hope, reaching out for something to feel better about? Maybe it's well, at least I don't have corona, so things are great, and that's fine, and we should be grateful for that. But what are you challenging yourself with today as you hit this huddle? Because you have amazingness to unlock, amazingness to give to the world. And are you letting your fear stop you? It's not an or. It's where are you letting your fear stop you? Because I'm letting my fear stop me. You're letting your fear stop you. And let's find it and unlock it here together. That's what is present for me, Fernando. So what's up, brother? And let's roll.
Let's roll. So today we have two special guests near and dear to the Unblinded movement. We have the Adam Gugino, who was able to build a call center from a laptop with 0 team members to 500, in the same time scaling his previous business from $4 to $750 million in revenue. Coming in here, he is full of goddess, Zeus, all energies. He is a wizard and genius in the world of sales, teams, managing, and process. And we also have another fellow, by the way, he's a founder and partner in Unblinded. And we have another fellow co-founder in Jared Yellen, who is a lunatic in the world of personal growth and development, not only with his mind, also with his body. He believes he can out bench press Sean, and that's a competition to see. And on top of that, he is a loving father, a caring man, which a lot of us don't get to see that side. We're blessed and privileged to see that. Oh, and by the way, he created a company called Synduit, which is a done-for-you marketing software, which has scaled to 40,000 users, and he is like positively disrupting the marketing industry, one ecosystem at a time. So they're both here. And Sean, anything else you'd like to add about these two amazing gentlemen?
I'd like to add this. We are launching our new format of having 2 guests on per day. Our real raws are going to be 2 people going at the same time, accelerating and yes, competing in a beautiful way. And third, I'm announcing our influence off, where it's going to be like American Idol meets the NFL meets Muhammad Ali. That's going to begin where we are going to crown in our once a week show the #1 influencer in the world. That's what's happening. And that begins next week. And so we are launching this format, not because we couldn't have other guests on today, besides people that are part of Unblinded, Adam and Jared, but because I thought there's no better place to start with 2 people whose stories are absolutely unbelievable. And Adam, so how are you, sir?
I am fantastic. How are you this morning, Sean?
I am fantastic, and we're coming in hot. We're coming in hot. 30 to 45-second answers per question. This is the new format with the guests to have massive value for the listener base. So I'm gonna frame you, Adam. Frame you up. Right?
Sean, 1 second. I read it, level 5 listening. I sense some fear in Adam's voice. Back to the questions.
Well, I'm used to controlling the conversation with questions, so this is a little outside my comfort zone, but I'm ready. Am I on camera? I'm just trying to figure this out.
Yeah, you're in.
But I am going to seed this. I think Jared, which, listen, if I could be honest, I was rooting for Adam because I probably like Adam better than Jared, just being truthful. I love both of them, but I probably like Adam a little bit better because you always want like the person who's more overtly heart-centered to like win. But Jared was getting a little bit of the best of it in our innovations on going towards real raw. So this is like Muhammad Ali is Adam Gugino, lost to Joe Frazier in a close decision the first time. But you know what, Jared? Joe Frazier got beat the next 2 times. So when you guys face off in the real raw, I'm still betting on Adam. Like that's where my money's going. And so we'll see what happens from there. So here we go. Adam Gugino left, and so I could tighten the story. He was the #1 outside salesperson for a major corporation whose name every single person on this phone line would know. #1. He left to go to another company that he took from $300 to $700 million plus in annualized revenue and took it from 0 to 500 people. I had never heard of somebody doing that before. Okay. And he did it by loving people and being absolutely incredible. So we know that. He's nice. He's wonderful. He loves people. He's kind and considerate. What I want to know, Adam, and I want the audience to know about this incredible story is practically what it took. Because we so often, again, a little bit of ruffling, what we so often hear is like, oh, I worked hard. I loved people. I was really good. All true. Practically speaking, what was the process mastery dynamics on how you scaled from 0 to 500 people? You had to recruit leaders. You had to have technology. Like, what did you do? In 45 seconds, highlights, what'd you do?
Recruiting the right people was first, not people with experience, so to speak, but people that were rooted in integrity and open to learn. That was first and foremost. When you look at the training process, that was key. making sure that you're always focusing on duplication and laying out the roadmap for each individual to be able to get to the next level. The process mastery portion of it was extremely key. And that was a sales assembly line, which was built around technology, like you mentioned, but also placing people in the right position so that they were able to maximize their skill set. And that truly was, because you mentioned 500 employees, but there weren't all salespeople. There was 14 departments within those 500 employees, and only 3 of those departments were really driving sales. The rest were a function of just the structure to create the environment where the process would flow and work. Now, influence was, of course, a major component overall, the ability to influence not just over the phone, but also in each and every interaction, as you even influence from hiring to firing to managing to leading. So, I mean, there's a lot there when you talk about that. But
yeah, and we will unpack more of it going down the line. 10-second answer, right? Yes, and 1 sentence. If I say, you're a loving, beautiful soul. You love people. People get like goddess energy out of you. Loving, beautiful soul. How intensely did you employ competition to grow from 0 to 500? How intensely was like counting things and competition a part of the dynamic?
On a scale of 1 to 10, 9.9. It was present everywhere for myself, the goals, and amongst each other. However, with that said, the love aspect and the camaraderie and the teamwork was as present as the competition.
Right. But what would have happened if it was just all love and positive intention without intense and ferocious competition on top of it?
There would have been no bottles of champagne popped every single month. That's for sure.
Awesome. Biggest challenges you face. 30 seconds. Biggest challenge you face in scaling from 0 to 500.
Easy. Biggest challenge is, as you grow so fast in a short amount of time, being able to develop and create leaders to be able to replace themselves. It's almost impossible to find them from outside the organization at that rapid pace and that type of acceleration. So being able to train leaders and put them in a position where they're prepared to lead teams of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 people.
Awesome. 30 seconds. Unblinded. What are you most excited about Unblinded?
Unblinded gives me the ability to experience my why. I walked away from millions of dollars, not to make more millions of dollars, but simply for something that's priceless to me. And that's to be able to give people the gift that we are providing right now, the only attainable superpower, which is the power of influence. And when you have the ability to impact people's lives and change their lives, and when you give them the gift to influence others, to help them grow and potentially to save lives, that to me is priceless. And that's what I'm able to do every single day.
Yeah, I'm going to come. Awesome, brother. Adam is a beast, and I'll come back to that at the end. I'm going to ask you if you're actionable after Jared. Jared, you are one of the most impressive process-driven people I've ever met in my life. Your level of self-mastery is off the chain. And yes, as Fernando said, you're an amazing father that has beautiful time blocking for your family time and your process mastery, right? So for you, you took Cinderwit from 0 to 40,000 paid users. 30 seconds. How did you, because people here want more money and less time, more magic. You have a beautiful work-life balance. How did you scale Cinderwit from 0 to 40,000? What would be your nutshell of 30 to 45 seconds?
Ecosystem merger. I didn't know that word at the time, but I recognized that the only way to fast track scale was to find other people that already had some sense of scale and to find ways to create win-win-win. And that's how I did it.
Amazing. And you scaled by ecosystem merging with incredible people, white labeling your product, knowing people. And in that process, what was the biggest challenge you had? So you go from 0 to 40,000. What was the biggest challenge?
Biggest challenge for me was consistently trying to find a way to fire myself, so that I didn't get into the weeds on anything, because I knew I could be in the weeds and I could definitely fill gaps within the company. But in order to have the lifestyle that I wanted with my family and build the type of company I wanted, I had to get as far away from the weeds as possible. So that was a little bit in the beginning of a challenge, just to feel comfortable doing that. I did overcome it, but that was one of the challenges I did face in the beginning of scaling.
And having a 40,000 person subscriber base, you work from home and don't even have formal office space at this point for Synduit, correct?
Yeah, we went remote 2 years ago, 40 employees. They are all living a life built on a foundation of freedom. I realized early on that I can't want something for myself that I'm not willing to help create others have for themselves. So yeah, they're all working from home. They do yoga during the day. They have their kids on their laps for our meetings. It is what it looks like. But yes, we are all remote.
Amazing. So that is what is possible, right? So for those sitting out there, like, I could never get there. Just listen to what Jared's saying, but listen to what him and Adam are saying. Ecosystem merging, the power of influence, the power of competitive dynamics. What they are not saying, and by the way, they both had intention, had faith, right? Believed, and they took massive, relentless action. Thing you're most excited about Unblinded, Jared?
What I'm most excited about with Unblinded is I truly believe that sales and the lack thereof is the single greatest source of pain for people. If they don't know how, that's obvious. And even if they do, I believe there's significant pain there. When you have a product or a service or a mission or a cause, and you know that the person or people that you're speaking with are better with you than without you. And
All right, Jared's getting cut out a little bit. Fernando, can you still hear me?
Yeah, Sean, we can still hear you.
Jared, I hope that
Adam.
doesn't happen in the role play.
Yes, because then Adam wins. So Adam, while Jared's coming back on, actionable for you. One actionable step that you would tell these fine folks out here that want to create more money in less time before magic today. One actionable step.
When you find yourself in a position of fear and you're in an opportunity, a selling opportunity, step in, challenge yourself, step in. Every time you feel that sense of fear, step in, and your results will start happening for you, not against you. So just make sure that when you're feeling uncomfortable, that you don't run away from it.
Yeah, beautiful, Adam. And everybody, we're doing things right now I never thought possible because of following the formula. We have people that are agreeing to create programs with us. Because remember, Unblinded is not about one person. It's definitely not about me. It's not about the people on this line right now. It's not about one person communicating with 100,000. It's about 100,000 people communicating to large audiences. 100,000 people. It's you expanding your ecosystem and identity to accelerate your primary business and ultimately being able to get paid to market. If you look at this, the people out there who've built and scaled amazing dynamics, people like Oprah, people like Tony Robbins, they are paid to add value and market. Guys, just give a little bit of mute, got some feedback coming out there. So they're paid to market. That's what Unblinded is all about. Fernando, what is present for you?
What's present for me is getting paid to market. When you first said that, I did not know what that meant. And I see it becoming more and more available within Unblinded. And what I love more is that it's not only becoming available to us, it's becoming available to everyone that sees what's seeing what others are not seeing. And that is in merging and growing this ecosystem, the Unblinded ecosystem. Yes, Unblinded wins. You win more. Your identity rises, your mastery rises, your influence rises. And that's what I'm present to, sir. And just one question for you. What is the lightning bolt of the day, Sean? What is one thing that everyone can walk away with from this conversation?
Yeah. Love competition. Love competition. Compete with yourself. We're coming back to Jared in 1 second. We got you, brother. love competition, love measuring things. The way you build, Jared incline bench press 400 pounds, you may not care about that. He did. He did it by measuring numbers every day. You know, when I became faster at running 4.5 miles at 48 years old than I ever was in my life, even when I was a Division I athlete, it's because I measured the numbers every day. When I built Calgary Law in the beginning from 0 to 40 people and bought the beach house I'm sitting in, it's because I measured numbers and competed every day. Measure and compete and love it. Condition that in. And do not utilize, this is final lightning bolt, do not utilize personal development as an escape. Use it as a pathway and a bridge to your dreams, not an escape. That's what present for me, Fernando. Jared, actionable step for today for everybody.
What I think that just went down for the record is I think Adam got a little nervous because I was like, getting my mojo going. You cut my internet. So Adam, like, we're not going to do that today on the Real Raw Sales. Action step for the day, everybody. The action for me, the downloadable, the lightning bolt for the day. During a time like this, and I say this all the time, and I'm repetitious for a reason. Don't talk about change, make change happen. Do at least one thing today that moves your life and your business forward. And please don't talk about it, just do it. Whatever that is, whether it's reaching out to somebody that you've been afraid to reach out to for like months or years or your entire life, whether it's reaching out to clients, customers, or patients, do something today that moves your life and business forward.
Yeah. Amazing. Fernando, final.
Final. Want to give a shout out to Dr. V in the group. We have Jim from Seattle. We have some pretty awesome comments. We have Jimmy who shared great lightning bolt, Sean, so that was incredible. Jim shared awesome intro, needed to hear that. What am I confronting is in myself is fear. And then we have Rocky who shared left not to make more millions, but to create something more priceless. So thank you to all of those. And we also have a few hands up who'd like to share. Sean, anything you'd like to? Awesome. So Jared, if you can support me, we have Tiff. I don't want to say the full email, but we have Tiff. If you can tag her in. And Tiff, we have you on mute. Let's give it 2 seconds.
What's up, Tiff?
We are in the unmuting process, sir. Let's give it 3 more seconds, and now there she is.
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, hey, Tiff, what's up?
Not much. Thank you. I thought it was gonna be on at the end, but this is great. I just wanted to say, I thought I had 2 people, but hey, Dr. V, I'm so glad you're here. So proud to have you here. We've been talking about this for a couple of weeks, and just to answer the original question, what am I present to? I'm present to 3 amazing people on this call that you've all been listening to. And I want to encourage you as you go into this, to not get what we call here at Unblinded, the all-knowingness. It's really important to keep your mind open and just really hear what they're saying. Like, even if you start thinking like, yeah, okay, yeah. I've done that. I did that for about a few times. And every single time I've done this with these gentlemen, I was wrong. And actually the place that in is.
And Tiff, I'll throw this out there for people that are coming on. Sorry to interrupt, in love. If you think you can do what I can do, bet me for charity and come on and do a video, and I will beat your ass. And get anybody on the planet. I'll sell what you sell, and I will beat your ass. Get anybody on the planet who wrote any book on influence, and I'll beat their ass too. And I'm stepping into my truth. I'm stepping into my inner Muhammad Ali, and I'm doing that in service of you and everyone. Because people are lying to themselves when they hear this. Go, yeah, I can do that. You can't.
Mm-hmm.
I promise. And if you think you can, then let's have fun and make a bet and do videos. And I will go undefeated for the next 5 years until one of you guys grows in this mastery in this program and beats me, and somebody eventually will. But it ain't happening anytime soon until people master this formula, and that's the truth. Most people talk. I will put it on the line every day. So if you think you can, I'm not going to bet for like a donut. We're going to make a real bet. But come on, and I say that in love, because the way hierarchy and leadership works, it's like Usain Bolt outruns somebody. And then you go, okay, I want to learn how to run faster from Usain Bolt. And most people in personal development talk nonsense and can't deliver. I worked for 23 years so I could support you, help you, because I love you. And I love your future and your dreams, but I got to disrupt knowingness, and that's what we're doing. So Tiffany, amen to that. And you're a rock star, Tiffany. And thank you for being here. And thank you all the people that trusted Tiffany enough. Hear my message in love. Thank you, Tiffany.
Awesome. Thank you, Sean. We have one more. We have Jay Levine. So we can tag in Jay Levine. Brother, 30 seconds. What are you present to from today's huddle?
Wow. What's up? Good morning, everybody. So what I'm present to, what I was hearing, what my level 5 listening was telling me was this call and the new huddle style is about creating fun disruptions. It's like American Idol meets American Gladiator, NFL Combine. And then all this energy about competition really, really hit me because yesterday I had a conversation with Fernando about merging ecosystems with a very successful real estate group, and wasn't merging ecosystems so I could get more real estate. I was trying to merge ecosystems so that we could get Unblinded in front of all of their realtors as well, real estate Unblinded. And Fernando said, why don't we challenge them? Why don't we say, you want to play a game? How about you take your top influencer and we'll put them up against Sean Callagy, and I promise you, we're going to win. And you know what you get if you win? You get me. I'll quit my job and I'll come work for your company. I will sell my business and I will come work for your company right now. Let's do it. And again, all in fun, all in love. But wow, does that?
And you know what, Jay? You know what it is? It's in fun and it's in truth.
Boom.
It's in fun and it's in truth. Because if people are like lying to themselves saying they don't need this, it's just not true. Do you agree, Jay?
I 100% agree. And we got that meeting, by the way. So I'll talk to you more about it.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And let's go. And listen, if this is not for you, this huddle and this format is not for you, you're like, I don't know, this is too much of this. Listen, I love you. And Coach Slazak loved me. And what this is about loving the future and how it really works. It's about building a bridge to a future, not an escape from it. That's what's happening here in absolute congruence, integrity, and love. And I've worked my ass off for 23 years to learn how to do this. And I worked my ass off the past month to get better, and yesterday to get better again. And that's the place here. So if you truly want more money, more time, more magic, it's found here. If you just want to feel better and stay stuck, go find somewhere else and come back to us when you're truly ready. We'll be waiting. In love. Have an amazing day. It's Why Wednesday. It is Why Wednesday. Be on the Real Raw. Check it out. And if not, be here tomorrow with more people on Thankful Thursday to build your ecosystem and make it grow. Love you. Have an amazing day. Thanks.
So now is the time you take action. What is the one thing you will do today that will help you make more money in less time and with more magic? All you need to do is take one action right now and then head over to our private Facebook community at www.unblindedmovement.com to share your big win for the day. If you share today's win and any questions you may have for us, along with a 5-star review, so we can reach more like-minded people like yourselves, your questions will be answered and maybe even your win will be live on the podcast. And if you have not already subscribed, please visit www.unblindedhuddle.com to be part of our live studio audience for each morning huddle so that we can help you see what you don't see about the fun, excitement, and magic of exponentially growing your sales.